also dimly just knowing that it's okay, we want to be the team to beat them. We know we can. We know we have an impressive record. We know we have an open goal. A Fire Ninja makes some hay and take the early 1-point lead.
Although, I guess a miscommunication, lack of communication. Game was stunned out. Someone should have told him. Citizen shot on Saluda. Saluda gets a big stop there. St. Louis Hustle back in possession, still down by 1 as we approach the half. Still over 3 minutes to go, though, in the first half. Taco sitting on a cross. What a play to Ryan! And that's what that man does. Gets it in for the 2. The St. Louis Hustler are going to go up by 1, 14-13. We're still 3 minutes into the flow to Lazy Stark zone. The defensive boost there from Jay Walker, sending it right back through. A nice bounce there. Is that going to go in? Shut up. Are you kidding me?
Realistically, known for their passing and their defense. And there it is. Off a feed.
Into the bubble. But looking to press that is Leverage and Co. So they will, in fact, find that extra pass as they do.
Beautiful bounce pass. Back to back where anyone tries to bounce off of that spot at mid there. Knows how Tachi can be mad. Oh, what a setup to Tony.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more exciting Nepa action. I'm your host, Tropical Dude. It's exciting to see you guys again. It's really exciting to be back in the booth again. I'm here joined by my good friend Brutus and Queen. What's up, guys? How you guys doing today?
Fantastic, Trop. Excited to be here. Super Saturday continues with our Pro Series matchups for the night. Can't wait.
Super hype, super hype. But you know what is even more hype, guys? Rules. Because you know what? Rules are really fun. They're not really, but I'm gonna read the rules because you know what? Rules are important. You need the rules in order to do anything. So 8-minute quarters. We got 5-minute half times, 1-minute timeout per team /half. Fifth player is allowed in the spawn area. Overtime is golden goal, and of course, my favorite rule: no toxic discriminatory behavior. Because you know what? It just ain't cool. But yeah, guys, we got an exciting game coming up. I mean, I'm hyped, man. I'm excited.
Well, it's good to bring that excitement. We're taking a look at a matchup, a surprising matchup. As I take a look at these rosters, these are two teams who are not where they want to be at this point in the season, but you know they want to come out of tonight with a victory. Denver Raptors still looking for that first victory of the season, taking on the Seattle Thunder, who only have one win under their belt on the season so far. And again, when you look at these rosters, that's not what you would expect to see. So both of these teams coming out hungry, looking to get a W in the win column tonight. Queen, I see we've made it on screen. Welcome. It's Super Saturday. We had an awesome matchup earlier tonight where we saw the Daytona Tide take down the Scranton Royals. It was an exciting match, a huge comeback, a 20-point swing in a single quarter kind of a comeback. Like, you just can't make this stuff up. I really, really hope we get to see more of that here as we kick off our Pro Series action here on Saturday. Welcome, Queen.
Yeah, thank you. I'm super excited to be here. I'm not really on Saturday. Today's Saturday, right? Man, I'm a little bit disoriented.
It's Super Saturday.
How can you forget Super Saturday, Queen?
Saturday. I'm not here often on Saturdays. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited we've got 2 pro matches. Personally, I am very excited to be here, especially with the Denver Raptors in the arena. I have been sitting here waiting to see them take a win home and watching them every week in this season, progressing with their chemistry, with their team. Definitely a shocking little bit of this season that they've had, but I am still holding on to hope to see them walk away here. They have been so close the past few weeks.
Yes, they've been playing really, really well. You know, getting that W is very important to none other than Zach W, who's going to captain this Denver Raptors team tonight. Good news for them. I see a full roster over on the Raptors side. So Zach, Witt, Nepa TV's own Palador and Klex all in the arena. They're going to be joined from the AAA squad by Original for that 5th player in the arena tonight. So Denver Raptors showing up with a full squad this far into the season. You know how important it is to them to get this win in the book. So they brought everybody tonight, and looking forward to seeing how they play with their full rostered team here.
Yeah, me too, for sure. And over on the blue side of the arena, we have the Seattle Thunder. It is Steel, Skydiver, Saluna, Caption, Alduin, and Essend. It does look like they've at least got 2 AAA members here pulled up. Essend.
They certainly do. Looney not currently showing, as well as Lulz. So Alduin and Ascend getting the opportunity tonight. Saluna, Steel, Skydiver, Lulz, and Looney, they're regulars, but they do have Alduin, Ascend, as well as Caption pulled up is the one that I was missing there from the Seattle Thunder for tonight.
I was going to say Caption too, right? Because I feel like Caption was just picked up on AAA one of these last 2 weeks.
Yep, that is right. So Saluna and Steel holding it down, but they've got a AAA roster to draw from. They've got 3 AAA players here with them tonight, taking on this full Denver Raptors lineup. So interested to see how these 2 teams play out. Again, season hasn't gone the way they necessarily wanted, but that doesn't mean that winning each match isn't super, super important to them. And each team will have a chance to walk away with a victory tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Brutus, do you have any predictions on what Denver Raptors would need to do in order to be able to combat the Seattle Thunder here tonight?
Well, any Zach W team is going to be known for its bubble defense. They're going to build out of that defense and try and create scoring opportunities. I think trying to get that defense organized to just do what they can to shut down the Seattle Thunder offense is going to keep them in this match. Really, for them, it's going to be, where do we generate points? How do we get a transition plan from that solid defense over to the offensive end to actually generate points onto the scoreboard is going to be key for the Denver Raptors.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know with Steel Skydiver in the goal, it is not going to be easy shots that can be taken in order to give them points on the board. So they're going to have to make some wise decisions, even when pushing offensively, in order to make sure that they get points up there.
Yeah, that's right. And Steele, one of the best goalies in the game. When you get him to push forward, when they come onto the offensive side and he moves up into that midfield position, can you make that transition onto the offensive side, try and beat him back and give yourself more opportunistic scoring opportunities is going to kind of be key here. 2 teams that are very solid on the defensive side, how do they transition that into the offensive side of the arena to get the points on the board will be key for both of these teams.
Without a doubt. I believe we're just about ready here. I know that we've got one, or I thought there it is. We do have one ready up. So we should be starting shortly. And there is this second. We will move into our first initial joust here of the pro games for tonight. Brutus, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Who's getting first touch?
I like orange here. I'm going to go with the Raptors getting first touch.
All right. Brutus is calling Denver Raptors for the first touch, but it goes to the side of Seattle Thunder.
Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close.
It was not, but that's okay. We'll still give it to you. First possession still up in the air. Palador picks it up momentarily, looks for a cross clear, but it is slightly off the mark there. Still Skydiver picking this one back up, sends it down low to Caption. Caption looking to play this one slow, is on the floor underneath some pressure now by Palador. Looks for a pass up high to Saluna. No way, but a big stop there. And the second attempt at a shot is off the mark. Saluna looking for the reset, but it is a bit wide. It does not reach its intended target. The clear from the Denver Raptors is good, but the stacks for the side of Seattle Thunder were ready to go and cleared out themselves. This is Klex who picks this one up for the side of the Denver Raptors, but immediately gives it away to Saluna. Saluna underneath some pressure there from Witt, does get a stun out, struggles to maintain the disc, but gets it back here. It's Caption with it now at the shoulder, looking for the cross, but just off the mark. Seattle Thunder struggling a bit here offensively in bubble to have things connect, and this is what we could expect when you've got 3 subs in the game here. But that's a turnover, and Denver Raptors in the area. Long 3 just off the post, but recollected by Zach W and able to maintain this possession for the side of the Denver Raptors. Klex now with the disc on the floor over to Zach W. No way. The shot denied, but the second attempt makes it in after Zach W. scoops that one in there for the first 2 points of the game.
First 2 points, almost 90 seconds on that goal. A little bit of a back and forth. Looks like both of these teams are looking to get settled into the arena tonight, but it will be the Denver Raptors with the first score of the night. 2 minutes into the match, they're up 2-0.
Up 2-0, and Steel Skydiver with it now, looking for a cross pass. It does not meet its intended target yet again. Klex is able to pick this one up, looks for a long heave into the bubble, but takes an ugly bounce off of the Geo there. Caption picks it up, sends it to Steel Skydiver. Steel Skydiver looking for a clear out through the tunnel, does get there so successfully, and Saluna picks that one up and puts it in the goal for 3 points.
Yeah, nice transition goal there. Move the disc up the arena quickly. Defense not back. Saluna takes advantage of it with a 3-pointer there. They've now taken a 1-point lead here with over 5.5 still to go in the first.
And we've got the Denver Raptors with the disc now. It is Witt as QB sends a pass over to Zach W. Zach W. looking to bait this stack here. Does get around them. Passes over to Klex. Klex looking up high for Palador. Palador opting wisely for a reset all the way over to Witt. Witt to Zach W. on the floor. Zach W. once more to Klex, who puts that one in for 2 points. Essen getting ahead on it is what I believe that was, but not enough to stop the shot there. And 2 points over to the Denver Raptors.
Yeah, 2 points there. We talked about it. Denver Raptors, you know they're going to bring a strong defense. Midfield game, can they transition it into points so far? They've done that twice here in the first 3 minutes of the match. Zach W. and now Klex both on the board with a 2 apiece. They're leading 4-3 here early.
4-3 early indeed, and we've finally got some clean passes coming in here from Seattle Thunder. They are finding their footing. It is Essend with it now, looking to push fringe of bubble, but does not like what they see and opts for the reset to Saluna. Saluna to Caption. Caption underneath some pressure, looking for a cross pass. Doesn't meet its intended target originally. Oh no, and a little mishandling of the disc by Steel Skydiver, but he's able to get that one back and give it over to Caption for the 2.
Caption well disciplined on the spacing there, maintained the near side, working off of the post, made a cut towards the near side of the goal, able to collect that pass off of Steel Skydiver, put that in for another 2 points. They regain the lead now 5-4.
I don't know why I'm struggling so much tonight to say Steel Skydiver while casting, but I am, so Steel Skydiver, I apologize. You can yell at me later, it's totally fine. But as I say that, it is Steel Skydiver who's turning this one around for the side of Seattle Thunder with a long clear into the bubble. Oh no! Saluna's first shot just off the bottom post, looking for a second attempt here, and it's Caption who puts that one in for 2 points.
Yeah, and Steele coming off the assist on the previous goal, that time makes the disruption that puts possession back into the Seattle Thunder's hand. They turn it into another 2 points there as Saluna finds Caption for another goal. That's 2 straight for Caption. They've built the lead up to 3 now, still over 3 minutes to play in the quarter.
Still time here. We've got Witt with the disc underneath some pressure from the stack, trying to get them broken up, and does so successfully. They have numbers advantage right here. Oh no, but the shot just off the post, and that is what they needed. That is going to hurt them, but Zach W. picks the pocket there and turns this one around for the side of the Denver Raptors. Essen with a big save, but not enough to stop Zach W. with a second attempt, a scoop off of the attempted clear, and 2 points on the board.
Yeah. Essen gets the mid out and makes the initial stop, but Zach W. a heads-up play to follow the shot, continues with it, able to re-grab off of that clear and put that one back in for the 2 points. They've brought it back to within 1.
Back within 1 indeed, and we're seeing a little bit of a different strategy here defensively coming in for the side of the Denver Raptors, looking for a man coverage here. Essen with the disc. Ooh, crossing over to no one. Steel Skydiver is quite distracted by Klex and gives that pass right away to Witt. Witt crossing down low, looking for their teammates, but it does not meet the stack. Unfortunately, their Caption's able to turn this one around here. A long shot does go wide. Steel Skydiver is able to maintain the possession for the side of Seattle Thunder. Steel Skydiver looking for the reset here to Essen on the back line. Essen now walking up towards bubble. Underneath some pressure, gets the pass off to Caption. One more to Steel Skydiver, and beautiful play for 2 points.
It wasn't that long ago we saw Steel Skydiver find Caption on the diving pass for a goal. Now the favor is returned. Caption playing really disciplined there, staying on the near side of the bubble and finding open passing lanes to be able to get that disc into the bubble. So really effective offensive play out of Caption right now. Really like how he's using the space in the arena.
Absolutely, but a scuffed rollout. No way! Zach W with his third pickpocket here of this game. We are only in the first quarter, but that is an immediate turnover and now given away to the side of Seattle Thunder. Wit turning this one around himself. Over to Palador. Palador up high to Klex. Klex not underneath too much pressure here. Looking for a Joker train, but denied by Steel Skydiver. Man, don't take silly shots when you've got Essend and Steel Skydiver in the goal, y'all. Come on, just a little advice. Wit now with the disc, looking to push fringe bubble. Got defenders distracted. Oh, passes over to Klex. One more to Zach W, who alley-oops that one in for 2 points.
Yeah, and you really get the sense of the Denver Raptors' awareness of those two great goalies back there. You can see they're taking a little extra time. They're taking that extra pass. They've taken a couple of shots against a contested goal and been unsuccessful with it. It's been rebounds where they found success, and now on that play, they took the extra pass. They spread the defense out for an extra second just to distract, came in from an unexpected angle, and they were able to get those 2 points to bring themselves back within one.
They are, and it is Essend with the disc now crossing down low to Caption. Caption over to Saluna, and man, defense was so far pushed out. That was way too aggressive there for the side of the Denver Raptors, but 2 points over to Seattle Thunder.
And another goal that involved Caption. Really like what Caption's getting done on the offensive end. 2 goals, 2 assists, but it seems like every play they have that finds success somehow works its way through Caption. So going to be interesting to see how the Denver Raptors adjust going into the second quarter to what the Seattle Thunder are bringing on the offensive end. With that, we will go to a quick word from our sponsor.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Welcome back, everybody. We saw some pretty exciting action with the Thunder and I forgot the other team, because you know what, Tropical Dude, I forget literally everything. Thank you, Denver Raptors. But yeah, we have some pretty exciting action. Brutus, you got any numbers that are looking interesting?
I sure do. I see time and possession heavily favoring the Seattle Thunder, but it's the Denver Raptors who actually have more shots taken. But the great goalie play out of the Seattle Thunder has them in the lead by 3 as we get this second quarter started.
First touch on the disc here going in favor of Seattle Thunder, but Denver Raptors much closer this time. First possession, however, in the hand of Denver Raptors, looking for a long clear. Zach W able to pick this one up, is underneath some pressure, gets the pass off to Klex on the clock, but the shot denied by Essend. Second shot just off the mark, but Steel Skydiver still gets in that lane and gets the clear out through the mid of the arena. Players are in the area, all 4 of them to be exact, but they overshoot the disc slightly. Saluna has it now, but is underneath some pressure. Passes over to Steel Skydiver, once more to Saluna. Saluna over to Caption. Caption looking for the goal, and that is 2 points for the Seattle Thunder.
2 more points for the Seattle Thunder. So many of their goals have involved Caption tonight. That time he is on the receiving end of an assist from Saluna for another 2 points. So really finding an offensive groove here. Caption, not a regular rostered player, but with 6 points and 2 assists, currently leading the team in points, really making the presence felt.
Brutus, something worth noting here, Caption, this is actually Caption's debut to Nepa, period. Caption was rostered last week onto AAA, was unable to make that first game that they were rostered for, and did not play this week. So this is the first game Caption is in, and it is a pro game. And Caption, as I say that, making a name for themselves with 2 more points.
Yeah, Caption just playing a really strong outing. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the pro level roster here, and now leading your team in points and tied for leading in assists. Really some good things going. Not that Saloon isn't doing her piece. 5 points to go along with 20 stuns. That time, though, Caption getting another 2 points on the board. They're starting to stretch this lead out. The Denver Raptors need to settle down a little bit and find a way to get through this stingy defense being played by the Seattle Thunder right now.
They do, but this give and go play is exactly what they need. They've got the stack broken up. Here's the numbers. And there's the shot for 2 points from Witt.
Yeah, interesting strategy there, Zach implementing. Giving a give and go kind of a play outside of the bubble, working over top of Trench, trying to stretch that defense out. And then once they draw the defense out a little bit, get the quick pass up above Shield to put that in position for the score. And that time the goalie does get beat. They've brought it back to within 5.
Back within 5 and a turnover. Palador hits the 3, bringing that back quickly to a 2-point game.
Yeah, 3-pointers will lead into a lead really quickly there, and Palador is on the winning end of that one. So 2 straight goals have brought this to back within 2 points as Palador gets his first 3 points of the game on that one.
And it is Saluna with the disc now crossing over to Steel Skydiver. Palador looking to apply that pressure, getting those lanes. Ooh, does get the pass off to Essen. Essen looking for a clear out. Witt is able to snag that one, but the stacks for the side of the Seattle Thunder race there. However, over to the disc, giving Witt time and space to hit that one off the backboard.
Don't look now. That's 3 straight for the Denver Raptors. We have got a tie match here with just under 5 minutes to go in the half. Really, really great response here in the second quarter out of the Denver Raptors. When they had to have points, they are suddenly finding them. They have found something that's working against this Thunder defense.
They have indeed, and a big part of it being this man defense rollout that they're running now, as opposed to that stack, that one aggressive stack. And that's another turnover, another successful. No way!
Get out of here, Zach! Get out of here! Come on!
My goodness.
That's
no way.
You analyze that, Brutus.
That's at least his 4th pickpocket of the game, and I probably didn't count them all. It's probably a higher number of that, but he picks the pocket and then sends that one through for that long 3-pointer. Get out of here. That's a captain putting the team on the back. They have their first lead of the match.
First lead of the match, indeed. And we have Steel Skydiver with the disc now, looking for a long pass over to Essen on the near side. Essen starting to get pressure here from Zach. Does get the pass off before getting stunned. Caption with it now, looking across the arena to the incoming stack. It is a 2v1. The shot off the post. Recollected, though, by Caption. Maintaining this possession over to Saluna. Saluna once more to Steel Skydiver, who puts that one in for 2 points.
2 points, an important 2 points after we saw several straight goals for the Raptors. Seattle Thunder needing an answer. They get one that time out of Steel Skydiver. Puts that one in for another 2. Still plenty of time to play here in the half. Offensive joust going to the Raptors.
Plenty of time indeed. We've got one still stuck in the tubes here. It is Palador. Palador just getting to their place there. That's an interception, though. A little bit of a wonky rollout for the side of the Denver Raptors. And a turnover. Saluna looking to drive goal. Puts that one in there for 2 points.
Yeah, not sure what happened in the tube there, but it definitely disrupted whatever the Denver Raptors had up their sleeve. And Saluna there to capitalize after the mishandled disc out of the Raptors puts that in. They regain the lead now, 19-18.
19-18, but Denver Raptors have the disc now. It is Witt with it, sending it to the far side where Zach is. Zach W has 3 defenders in front of them, gets it crossed over to Klex. Klex looking for their teammate across the arena, maybe not in the intended spot. This is now a turnover as Essen picks this one up, but Zach W, no way! Another stop there, almost gets the full interception. Klex picks this one up over to Zach W. Zach W once more to Palador and in the goal for 2 points.
And that's got to be gratifying. Palador issues coming out of the tube on that last one. Gave up the easy goal to Saluna, but quickly erases that off of the mark. Zach W getting it done defensively, creates another turnover there, and then finds Pally on the cut pass for that 2-pointer. They're back in the lead here. We've got a back and forth going here with 2 minutes to play in the half.
Oh, and Caption stunning out Palador so that turnover doesn't happen again. Very wise decision, but the attempted clear is no good. Witt picks this one up, but gives it right away to Saluna. Saluna looking for the goal. Oh no, but they're in the area, and Steel Skydiver finishes the job there for 2 points.
Yeah, and Steel Skydiver now with 6 points on the game, go along with an assist and a save. So Steel Skydiver getting some work here, particularly here in the second quarter, keeping them in this thing. They're now up by 1 point, still over a minute to go.
Still a minute to go indeed. They've got more than enough time. We haven't even made it halfway through this match yet, and it's Zach W with it now, looking down low for Klex. Klex looking for the cross. Bowtie getting in the way there. Oh, and that stack was a little too fierce. Steel Skydiver picks this one up and gets a long heave all the way into the bubble. Stacks are in the area. Saloon or Steel Skydiver, I apologize, puts that one in for 3 points.
Yeah, an unfortunate turnover there, and just Denver Raptors could not get their defensive stacks together. It's going to leave an open goal, and Steel Skydiver makes them pay with a three-pointer, stretching this lead back out to 4.
Denver Raptors with it now. Witt over to Zach W, and that play was read like a book. Denver Raptors, you guys got to change this up now. That is quite the continuation of the same play that y'all are running. Essen putting that one in, though, for 3 points.
Essen's first 3 points of the match will stretch this out to a 7-point lead. Going to be a narrow a chance to even get a shot off here for the Denver Raptors. So not the end of the half that they were looking for, but they are still well within striking distance as we roll into halftime.
The attempted shot just at the end there, right before the buzzer, is stopped and was a little bit wide there, but that's the end of our second quarter, 20-7 in favor of the Seattle Thunder, and we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
One American.
All season long, Nepa will be issuing NFTs to anyone who shows up to the live broadcasts and fills out the claim form with the secret password. The form can be found at www.nepavrpro.com/NFT. Each week, we highlight a different franchise as the NFT logo. Show up each week and you can collect all 16 teams. The more you collect, the more potential rewards you can unlock. The secret password for the week is DAC. The deadline to submit the form is 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. That's Sunday, August 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So get over to www.nepavrpro.com/NFT and fill out the form now.
So we're seeing a pretty exciting game, guys, right now. It's getting pretty close. Raptors and the Thunder are going neck and neck at it. Brutus, you see any good numbers right now?
I see lots of good numbers. Most important, though, are 27-20, which shows the Seattle Thunder on top. We did see both of these teams with leads throughout the game, particularly in the second quarter. Seattle Thunder got off to a really hot start. Denver Raptors struggled to find the offense in the first quarter, but they really answered in kind in the first portion of the second quarter before letting the lead walk away just a little bit. But they've got something that's working, but they couldn't quite find the consistency that they needed to. Taking a look at the team stats, possession slightly in favor of the Seattle Thunder. Shots taken actually slightly in favor of the Denver Raptors. But again, we talked about the goalie and the defensive play, particularly out of Steele and Ascend, doing a really good job of just denying those shots. assists, saves, both heavily in favor of the Seattle Thunder right now. So what they're doing on defense is really, really working. We also saw the Denver Raptors struggle at times with the rollout queen, having some turnovers in the midfield, which left some open three-pointers. And to me, that's really the difference in the score right now, is those turnovers turned into three-pointers. We saw Saluna get in on that action. Ascend got a three-pointer there in the second quarter. Steele, I think, was in on it as well. But really, most of what we saw out of consistent play out of the Seattle Thunder was flowing through Caption. Talked about it, showing up on the roster tonight, but quickly integrating from a chemistry standpoint and being a big, big part of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, without a doubt. Denver Raptors definitely need to switch up their rollout. They've run the same one since the get-go of the game. And it is now read like a book by the Seattle Thunder. Multiple turnovers. Hopefully they are in the locker room right now prepping to run something else here, Brutus. But
I just want to point out, because that was really funny, because you were like, it is now red. And that could have been READ or RED. Because it is both. Like it is like when you said it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is red. Like they're all over it. Like, go find some green, man. Go find some green.
Definitely need to find the green, because it is red and red. But Caption showing out here tonight for the side of the Seattle Thunder. I mean, I am highly, highly impressed by their play style. And just their ability to maintain their cool even in these crazy situations here inside of the arena. We've seen Caption come out on top a lot of times in these scrums for the disc. So I'm excited moving into this second half here. It is only a 7-point game, and I think that Denver Raptors could potentially come out here, if they're strategizing right now, and have a little bit of a different game and give the Seattle Thunder a run for their money.
Yeah, there's some good news here for the Denver Raptors. They're down at the half, but there's lots of hope in the fact that there are some fairly simple things to clean up with the rollout, some plays that can be adjusted to clean up some of what put them into the bad position. And they've got a nice even spread of statistics. Zach, Witt, Palador, all in on the scoring. So they're spreading the disc around. They're finding some success. They've just got to do it more consistently and clean up that rollout.
Without a doubt. And this... Oh no, that's a quick turnover there. Steele Skydiver with it now over to Ascend. All the Denver Raptors returning home now, and that's an interception by Zach W. Man, Zach W is on fire with these turnovers tonight for their team. Sends it up to Klex. Klex looking for a long shot, but it does go quite high and wide. Picked up though by Witt. Witt crossing up high to Zach W. Zach W looking for the backboard shot, but Klex finishes the job for the first 2 points of this third quarter.
And how important is that? You want to gain some momentum. Not only do you get the first 2 points, you bring yourself back within 2 scores, and you kind of establish that momentum here going into the second half. Queen, I feel like Zach just stole the disc from me, and I'm not even in the arena. Like, he is stealing everything tonight.
I mean, if you had a disc, Brutus, I'm pretty sure he would steal it at this rate, just because it has been nonstop. Zach W has the hot hands. This is possibly a turnover. Essend able to get this one off to Caption, though. Caption with it now. Looking across the arena over to Saluna. Saluna underneath some pressure, so opts for the back pass over to Steele Skydiver. No way! Is that Zach W? That is Zach W. Goodness, golly gosh, causing a disruption, but not enough to cause a turnover here. But this is a missed pass, and it's Klex who gets a hand on it and clears this one out. Witt with it now, looking at an open goal, but the shot is slightly high there. So very close. The clear is not good, and Saluna stunned out. Palador with it now, crosses over to Witt. Witt sends it over to Klex. Klex hits it for the 2.
Hits it for the 2, and again, just from a momentum perspective, Raptors are really showing that they are in this to win it. Second half, after falling down by 7 points at halftime, they're looking to crawl their way back in. So a really, really nice start to the half here for the Raptors.
Without a doubt, and it's Saluna with it now. A little bit of a different defensive approach here coming in from the Denver Raptors. No more man coverage. They went with an aggressive forward stack. Caption not underneath any pressure just yet here. Oh no, but Witt with a huge read there. A 2v1, and Witt still turns this one around. Looking for the goal, possibly. Does take a bounce off of one of the Seattle Thunder members' heads, but into the hands of Caption now. Caption looking for the clear through the tube. Gets it over to Steel Skydiver, who races in from a stack, but Palador gets in that lane and turns this one around for the side of the Denver Raptors. The clear slightly off the mark. Steel Skydiver picking this one up. Zach W giving him a run for his money. The back pass over to Caption now. Caption looking for the pass off the bounce. Steel Skydiver's able to play this one. It's Essend with it now. Sends it back to Steel. Steel on the nest, looking for the anchor, but Zach W with the magnet hands tonight turns this one around. The clear not good, but the second attempt is Palador, possibly looking for a long shot of their own. But Saluna picks this up off the wall here, sends it over to Steel Skydiver. Steel Skydiver looking for the goal, but Zach W denies this with Wit in the stack, clears it out. Their stack is together. The disc going a little haywire, but Zach W able to make this something of this one. Gives it over to Palador, and 2 points are on the board for the side of the Denver Raptors.
They are back within 1. What a great start to the half. They have captured the momentum, and they are running with it. It now suddenly feels like it's the Seattle Thunder have to come up with some kind of an answer on the defensive end.
It does indeed, and Seattle Thunder now with the disc. Saluna on the ceiling here. They did switch back over to their man coverage for the side of the Denver Raptors. It's Caption with it now. Caption walking up, not underneath too much pressure, gets the pass off to Saluna. Goalie is stunned out. Fantastic play coming in there from the Seattle Thunder.
Yeah, what a nice team effort there. 3 players involved with that one as Caption gets it over to Saluna. Stunned out goalie doesn't have a chance against that 2-pointer. They've stretched the lead back out to 3. So we talked about Seattle Thunder needed to find an answer to the momentum. There you go. Saluna's 2-pointer puts them back up by 3 points.
Back up by 3 indeed, and it is Klex with it now, crosses over to Palador. Palador in a 3v1 still looks to push the bubble, but is denied. Essen clearing this one out, but gives it right over to Wit. Wit just getting away from that defender, crosses over to Zach W. Zach W to Klex on the wall. Klex looking for the shot. Essen stops it, but Palador finishes the job for 2 points, and we are back within a 1-point game.
Yeah, great job by Palador to get back in that one. Again, pressed the 1v3, got stunned out, but stays with the play, and that time able to collect the save disc off of Ascend and put that one in for 2 points. They are back within 1 point just like that.
Back within 1 point indeed, and it's Saluna on the ceiling now, sending it over to Steel Skydiver. Steel Skydiver looking across the arena. Oh, to Essend, able to play that one off the bounce. Essend looking for, I believe it will be Caption. Caption again playing this one off the bounce, looking for the cross pass, but slightly off the mark. They are going to be able to recover this. It's Saluna who picks it up, sends it backwards to Essend. Essend now slowing this one down. Essend walking up on the floor here. Starting to push bubbles. Oh, looks for the high pass, but Klex had that one red. Clears it out for the side of the Denver Raptors. Caption, though, is the first one there to get a hand on the disc. Both team stacks coming in a little slow there on that one. Palador is able to pick that one up and turn it around, but right into the hands of Steel Skydiver, who got in that lane there. Saluna into the goal.
Great defensive effort there. Palador makes the steal, tries to clear it out, but unsuccessfully, unfortunately, as that one's going to end up. Saluna with another 2 points. That's 2 straight for her from the Seattle Thunder sides. Got them back out to 3 points. Joust advantage back over to the Raptors.
Denver Raptors with it now. Witt picks this one up, sends it over to Zach W. Zach W sending a long pass. Very risky here. Very risky. Does not meet its intended target, so Steel Skydiver picks it up, but sends it right into the hands of Zach W. Zach W looking for the cross, but had their head turned, did not see the defender in front of them, gets stunned out, loses the disc. Cleared out all the way into the bubble, almost into the goal, just off the shield. Zach W himself picking this one up off of the leech, turns this one around over to the hands of Klex. Klex looking for a long shot, but does not quite make it. Klex over to Witt, who puts that one in, though, to finish the job for 2 points.
Yeah, they had numbers and they had numbers for time. So Klex takes that long shot, sees what happens, doesn't work out, but able to collect, feed it over to Witt inside the bubble for 2-pointer, back within 1 point. So good 2v1 play there and persistent attack, beating the Seattle Thunder defense back and capitalizing on the 2v1.
And we've got Seattle Thunder with it now. Denver Raptors sending out this man defense that we've seen work out quite wonderfully for them here. An attempted long heave all the way down into the Denver Raptors zone. No way. Caption is in the area, but it takes a wonky bounce there. No one's in the goal. No way! Saluna hits that one for the 3. I don't know if that was miscommunication, but that one hurt.
Yeah, that does hurt. To give up the 3-pointer in particular, still a 2-score game, but a communication issue there, whatever. Saluna is just too good of a player to leave an open goal for that long. She capitalizes with the 3.
Does indeed. Witt now sending it to Zach W. A little bit of a different rollout here coming in from the Raptors. Klex over to Palador. Can he get that shot in? Oh, gets stunned out. It does go just wide, but that is the end of our third quarter, and you don't want to go anywhere. We will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Back, everybody. We still got a pretty exciting game going on. Brutus, any numbers that are jumping out to you?
I think it's really more about how close the numbers are. 34-30. We've seen both of these teams take the lead multiple times. They're meeting each other at different points. So we saw in the third quarter, the Denver Raptors have a lot of offensive success. They really started to pressure things. They found some chinks in this Seattle Thunder defense, but Saluna carrying this team, putting players in position. They still have a 4-point lead, but this is anybody's match here, and what an exciting opportunity for both of these teams to get a W in the column.
All right, and Seattle Thunder getting the first touch on the disc. First possession still up in the air, but into the hands of Plex momentarily, who slaps that out, but Essen picking it up, crossing over to Saluna, who puts that one in for the first 2 points, a quick first 2 points.
Yeah, and like we talked about, Saluna, we're really getting a hot hand from a scoring perspective in the third quarter. Now continues that into the fourth. She is leading all scorers with 16 points now. She's got 4 assists and 2 saves, 38 stuns to lead all stunners to go along with it. So Saluna having a really nice performance here tonight.
Without a doubt, no way. Witt losing a hand on it, gets stunned out. This could be a turnover. It is Saluna over to Caption. Oh, but the shot goes wide off the backboard. Steel Skydiver picking this one up and sending it to Essen on the back line. The pass off the mark. So Zach W is able to get this one turned around for the side of the Denver Raptors all the way out into their bubble. Players in the area. And Witt sinks that one for 2 points.
Witt just in the nick of time. The defensive stack had recovered, but Witt shoots that one almost over the shoulder. Doesn't give the defense enough time to get in position. Really nice job being aware of where defense was at, getting that shot off quickly and accurately, brings them back within 4.
Saluna with it now on the ceiling, underneath some pressure, but gets the pass off to Caption. No way! Witt picks the pocket, sends it to Palador. Palador with it now, all strandy, sends it to Zach W once more to Klex and into the goal for 2 points.
And we said it at the start of the third. It was a fantastic start for the Denver Raptors when they found themselves down at halftime. Same thing here. They find themselves down going into the fourth quarter, and they've had a fantastic start so far. They're back within 2 points. We've still got 6 minutes to play, and this is anyone's match.
It is indeed. Saluna now on the ceiling underneath some pressure there by the stack, but gets the pass off to Essen. Essen looking across high to Caption. Man, don't let Caption in that bubble, y'all. Caption looking for the back pass to Steele. Steele able to receive that one off the bounce. Sends it back to Saluna. Saluna over to Caption on the near side. Caption looking up high for Saluna. taking their time here. Very beautiful, patient play. Steel Skydiver with it now, but defense is home and set up. They have to be careful here. We've seen a lot of turnovers from this defense. Steel Skydiver, and there's another one. As I say that, Witt picks that one up and clears that out for the side of the Denver Raptors all the way in the bubble. We've got some stuns coming in from the back end of the arena, but Zach W with it now puts 2 points on the board to tie this one up.
Tied up, 5 minutes to go. It's Super Saturday. Who's with me? This is why we tune in. This is what we're here for. Zach W has been getting it done. I can't believe the stats are showing 1 steal because he has had so many pickpockets and intercepted passes. He's also leading the Denver Raptors with 11 points right now. Really nice effort. Trying to match Saluna and the Seattle Thunder. This thing is tied up. Can't wait to see how this plays out.
I can't either, but that's another turnover here. It's all the way down into the Denver Raptors zone. Saluna picking this one up, and no, not another open goal. Guys, 3 points over to Seattle Thunder.
Yeah, 2 players from each team in position to grab that disc. It's Saluna, though, that comes away with it, and unfortunately she is on the inside of the arena from where the Denver Raptors players were. That does make an open goal, and she is going to make that shot each and every time she does. Stretches their lead back out to 39-36.
And it is Klex with it now. Jukes around that stack, looking to bait them, break them up. They do so. They have an opportunity for big numbers here. Palador with it in a 1v1 defense, just returning home. Palador wisely opting for the reset over to Witt. Witt crossing up high quickly to Zach W. They're underneath some pressure. Zach W. sends it over to Palador. Palador once more to Witt. My goodness, what a play. That is 2 points over to the Denver Raptors.
Yeah, when the Raptors passing is that accurate, they have found success tonight. You've got 2 great goalies on the Seattle Thunder side. They've been playing great defense all night. When they have that patience and they look for that extra pass, it allows to get the goalie out of position and make for those goal opportunities. Really good example of that here as the Denver Raptors bring it back within 1.
Ooh, but that's a loose disc and a turnover as Palador is able to get that one just past the hands of Essen. But Saluna picks this one up and turns it around, caught in the trap. Flex picks it back up, sends a clear all the way out into the bubble. This is an opportunity for the Denver Raptors. They will get it. Witt walks away with this one after a stun comes in for the side of Seattle Thunder. Zach W with it now on the back line. No way, loses a hand on the disc, but Palador able to pick this one up and send it back to Zach W on the back line. Zach W over to Klex. Klex crossing to Witt. Witt backing this one all the way out to Palador very wisely. Defense was covering them entirely. Palador loses a hand on the disc momentarily, but Witt able to recollect it. Sends it to Zach W on the wall. Zach W now crossing over to Palador. Down low to Klex. Oh, but the shot denied by Steel Skydiver. And the attempted clear gets stuck in the tunnel there. Palador is in the area. Stacks fly in, though. Zach W picks this one up, maintains the possession for the side of the Denver Raptors. The bounce pass over to Klex is good, but the 2v1 is not. Klex gets stunned out, and this is a turnover as Essen picks this one up, clears it out. Picked up again here by Steel Skydiver. Steel Skydiver to Saluna, and another open goal. Goodness there. 3 more points over to the Seattle Thunder.
Denver Raptors so desperately wanting this victory. They're pushing their players forward. It's what I would expect them to do, but Saluna has been able to capitalize on 2 straight 3-pointers now on the empty netters, and that just makes it more and more difficult. Still 2 minutes to play, down 6 points, but that mountain just got a little bit higher to climb.
The mountain did indeed get a little higher to climb. They've got to get their stacks together faster, Brutus. It is the killer for them this game. Witt with it now over to Klex. Klex. Oh, looking for an aggressive shot there, possibly even a little bit ambitious. It does not meet its goal there, but the clear is no good, and this is an opportunity as Palador picks this one up, looks for Witt on the reset. Witt back over to Palador. Palador looking up high for Zach W off a bounce pass, but Essen stops that one. Essen clears it out, sends it all the way to the bubble, and there's the Denver Raptors stacks. They made that one. Witt with it now, has a stack in front of them. Looking to get around them. That stack doing work to get in that lane there. Does so successfully. Just to clear out for the side of the Denver Raptors. Klex with it now. Crosses down to Zach W, who puts that one in the goal for 2 points. And we are back within a 2-point game here.
Oh, we are under a minute to play. It is a 2-point game. What does Zach W roll out from a defense to try and get the stop here and turn it into points? We could be looking at overtime. They are still in this to win it if they can put a 3 on the board. Anybody's match here. 36 seconds to go as we roll out.
30 seconds to go. They threw a little bit of a 1-2-1 here, and a turnover. Is it a turnover? It is. Zach W picking this one up, does get it cleared out. Essen not able to pick this one up. Flex working hard to get there. The stun comes in. They've got an opportunity. Oh, the 3 just off the shield. They still have some time here. Oh, but Saluna picks this one up, clears it out into the tunnel, into the hands of Wit. Wit crossing up high to Zach W. Zach W to Klex. Oh, but the big shot is denied here. Wit picking this one back up, but does get stunned out by Caption, and that is the end of the game. This one is in the hands of Seattle Thunder.
Wow, what a performance by both of these teams. Jucifer, your 40-point rule stands indeed, but what an attempt by the Denver Raptors. They played this one from buzzer to buzzer, never gave up on it. That last rollout, they did what they needed to defensively. They created the turnover queen, but they could not turn it into points, unfortunately. Again, that defense, the goalie play out of the Seattle Thunder, just too much there, but Denver Raptors were right there on the cusp of getting that first dub.
They were indeed, and they played fantastic tonight. So did the Seattle Thunder. Seattle Thunder had 3 subs in the game and still able to maintain their play. I mean, there was some very beautiful passing plays coming in there. There was just great communication in the arena. They definitely struggled for a little bit of the first quarter, but that's to be expected. And they were able to turn it around very quickly into their favor.
Yeah, they were. And because the Raptors found themselves behind at halftime, they had to play aggressively, which means they were pushing players forward. And when the Seattle Thunder are hitting open goal 3-pointers like that, it's just too much to overcome. So bubble defense from a Zach W team is always going to be strong. But when you have to force out of the bubble, when you have to push players forward because you need to get points on the board, it does open up some susceptibilities. And you look at Saluna's 22 points, and a lot of those came from those open goal 3-point opportunities created by the necessity of how the Denver Raptors were playing their strategy.
Yeah, without a doubt, those they struggled a little bit to get home defensively quite a few times. There was a lot of times that in the early half of the game that Seattle Thunder was pushing bubble with only like a single defender home and in goal. So Denver Raptors could definitely use to speed up getting stacked a little bit more. It would help them a ton here because when they're in bubble, it is hard for them to, be broken down. It is. We saw multiple times that the Denver Raptors were able to defensively stop the Seattle Thunder, but their biggest struggle was getting everyone back home.
Yeah, certainly were. And again, that Seattle Thunder defense, the saves that they were able to make, the number of shots that the Raptors had to take per goal being so high. They had so many shot attempts, but there would be a save. And the Raptors might score on the second shot or the third shot, but every attempt that they take, that's eating time off the clock. And when you're playing from behind, that just makes it more and more difficult to mount the comeback. So just an all-around great team performance from both of these teams. But the Seattle Thunder putting that stingy defense together with the open goal shot opportunities that it created were too much for the Raptors to overcome, and a valiant effort. Still looking for the first W with 2 weeks left to play.
Yeah. So with that all being said, Brutus, what's your pick for player of the match, brought to you by Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports?
Well, man, it is hard to not say that Ascend or Steel should be in the competition because there were so many great saves, and the game doesn't keep perfect stats. That's not necessarily reflected in the numbers.
But can we, even though the game doesn't keep perfect stats, can we point out the fact that Essend has 8 of them?
Yeah, but I don't even think that's a high enough number to actually represent what the total number was going to be. They were getting it done on the defensive side. I also can't ignore the fact that Saluna 22 had 22 points, so she called her number and she nailed it. and also 50 stuns. Like, that's super, super disruptive, right? I think in this case, I'm going to err on the side of the defense because of the chaos that created for the Raptors and just how many opportunities they had denied. So I am actually going to hone in on that 8 as being the defining statistic. Saluna, 22 points, very, very impressive. And when you have shots, you've got to make them. And she did that. So it's not to discredit that. But I think it was because they were playing from a lead that she had open goal opportunities, and good on her for seizing those when she had them. But that was created because the stingy defense allowed them to build that lead. I'm going to go with a send for the stuntman.
I have to agree. I mean, that was going to be my pick too. Like, just taking into account, this was a 2-point game, right? 2 points. Essend shut down so many shot opportunities for the side of the Denver Raptors. Had they not been there to do that, those could have potentially been points. Obviously, Steel Skydiver is a great goalie. Alduin is also a great goalie. Alduin was sitting in tunnels, but Alduin is just fantastic in the goal all over the arena. So it isn't that it relied upon Essend, but Essend in this game was able to read these shots coming in from the Denver Raptors and stop them. And without that, the Denver Raptors could have had a pretty big lead here. 8 saves is massive, and we know, like you said, that is not calculated correctly in the game stats. So congratulations over to Essend. You are a player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports.
So yeah, guys, I mean, we had a pretty exciting game, but we have another exciting game. That's right. We have another one. Phoenix Vipers versus the Los Angeles Destroyers. It's going to get hype. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get loud. I'm excited. I'm hyped. We'll see you there.
Seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluna. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to clear it.
Clear it out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That's the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No. Put me on camera. Put me on camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.
What's up, guys? We got one last game for you tonight, and it's going to be probably the best one tonight. We got the Phoenix Vipers versus the Los Angeles Destroyers. Two nice heavyweight teams battling out tonight. Brutus, Queen, tell us about these two teams.
Well, you've got the Phoenix Vipers checking in third place. They are at 7-4. You have got the the LA Destroyers checking in at 5-6. So Phoenix Vipers in third, LA Destroyers in fifth. Lots of positioning going on here playoff wise. So a super, super important game for both of these teams. I think you're right, Tropical. We will see a great, great matchup because this means a lot in keeping pace as we go into our final 2 weeks of the season. This is actually the last match of week 12, so we will go into the final 2 weeks of the season after this match. Every win so important here for playoff seeding or getting into the playoffs versus not. The LA Destroyers sitting there at 5-6, trying to get back to that 500 mark and set themselves up for a playoff run. Phoenix Vipers, you're in third place. Dallas Knights, St. Louis Samurai positioned at 1 and 2. So where can I seed myself relative to them, and can I build some momentum going into the postseason? So a lot on the line for both of these teams tonight.
There is indeed, and we are still waiting here for a lot of these players to get into the arena and switch sides here. But we've got a full roster over on the side of the Phoenix Vipers, so let's talk about them for a moment here. They are... for the Los Angeles Destroyers. They haven't switched yet. So in the arena, y'all won't see it. I don't know, maybe Muted has some magic up his sleeve, but I'm not quite sure he does. In the arena for them is Loveridge, Kaznaz, UG, Zenith, and Isolate. And this is the entire roster they have had all season, including UG as their tunnel fifth. We did get to see Yuji pop out into the arena multiple quarters last week, and it threw off the team they were playing. Yuji bringing a very different style of play and definitely coming out and showing up. It was quite fantastic to be able to see this team run a 5-man roster fluidly in the arena.
Yeah, we talked about during that match how consistent their roster has been, which is allowing the Destroyers to get into strategic use of the fifth man because UG has been so consistent in being available and bringing such a unique skill set that as they rotate players in and out, it really gives whoever is trying to defend them a different look at any given time. And that's kind of that chess match that we talked about last week of, hey, you don't know who's coming out of the tunnel because we have a real-time sub available. You don't know what defense you need to employ against us, and it really can put a team on their heels quickly.
It can, and it looks like we are getting that team change here, so we will have the ready up good to go shortly. Yeah, they are. They're switching sides here. So we are... I'll get into the right side of the arena now and almost ready to go here. Brutus, do you have any ideas here coming in what we are going to see in this game?
We're going to see points, which everybody loves.
Wow,
but I look at these. I look at these rosters, and I just see scoring opportunity. We talked about UG, what an impact that UG can have on the ability of the destroyers to score, but their starting lineup able to put points on the board. You look over on the Viper side. Technowubs, known as a big scorer. Palace obviously doing a great job from that captain position, but Matthew is somebody who can put points on the board as well. So I look at scores on this team, so it's going to be interesting. Whereas the last matchup, I would say we saw a really defensive heavy setup. Zach W. Raptors always playing a strong defense. Seattle Thunder with Ascend and Steel Skydiver being really stingy. In this one, I'm actually looking at offensive firepower and going, how are the defenses going to adapt to the attack from the opposing team? So I think it's going to be an equally interesting but a different setup to this match than what we saw last.
I have to agree. And I just remembered, do you know, it was Yuji's birthday yesterday.
Was it?
Oh
man.
Older. Yeah, I bet he woke up this morning feeling like his hips hurt.
So could that factor in? Could the tattoo
Minus 5 points for hip.
scabbing play into the strategy? Yeah, very interesting. That's good inside information there. Thank you, Yuji Mom.
Yuji Mom said, I know I did. Honestly, it's same. I'm just getting old here. It happens. But I think we're all ready for them to start here.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're going to get them readied up. We're going to get into our last match of the night. The first two have been super, super competitive. And we can only hope for more of the exciting action that we had earlier in the night. So far, our winners are Daytona Tide over the Scranton Royals, Seattle Thunder taking down the Denver Raptors in a 1-point match. Now let's see what the LA Destroyers and the Phoenix Vipers can bring us in the nightcap.
Let's see. Indeed, we've got one ready up, just waiting on the second there. It does look like we've got one at the podium for the side of the blue team, which is LA Destroyers. What did you just say? Oh, Vipers. I'm sorry. Now I'm all jacked up.
Yeah, they switched sides. It's not your fault. Yeah, they were orange earlier. It happens. We will get it right. We will get right into the action, though. Queen, take us away as we get into our fourth and final match of the night.
I will indeed. We've got 5 seconds. I'm going to call this one. I'm saying first touch on the disc is going to the Los Angeles Destroyers. Oh, but it is Phoenix Vipers who walk away with this one. Big Bot with the disc now. Big Bot walking up towards Fringe Bubble, not underneath too much pressure. Does have one on them now. Sends it to Technowubs, who puts that one in the goal for 2 points.
Technowubs known for scoring. No surprise they're getting the first 2 points of the match. They are up 2-0 here in the first minute of the match.
A quick first 2 points indeed, but now it's an opportunity for the Los Angeles Destroyers to get some points on the board themselves here as Kaznaz quickly sends it over to Loveridge. Loveridge now with it. Loveridge gets around that defender and calmly walks this one up through the mid of the arena, now underneath some pressure over to Zenith. Zenith to Isolate. Isolate looking down low for Kaznaz, but the shot is denied by Palace, and the clear is almost good, but right into the hands of Zenith after a few bounces. Zenith looking across the arena, but Technowubs gets Isolate stunned out, sends a pass down low to Palace. Palace gets this clear through the tunnel all the way down into the bubble. Players in the area, and it is Matthew who puts that one in for 2 points.
Another 2 points over a minute into the match. All 4 points going to the side of the Phoenix Vipers. Really nice defensive play there by Palace. Made the save on what would have been the LA Destroyers' first goal, and then turns that around, gets the assist. They're now up by 4.
Up by 4 indeed, and it's Kaznaz with it now, sending it up to Isolate. Isolate looking around, sends the pass over to Loveridge. Loveridge. Oh, the pass just off to Zenith, but able to recover it momentarily, does get stunned out. Big Bot with it now, looking for the clear. All of the players from the LA Destroyers are slightly broken up, but the clear is bad, quite bad. They are not getting out of the their side of the arena. Oh no, Isolate picked that one up, but does get that stolen back. It's Matthew with it now. Matthew opting for a reset over to Big Bot. Big Bot clears this one out through the tube, has stacks in the area, picked up by Palace, looking at an open goal. The shot goes wide off the backboard. Kaznaz picks this one up and turns this around for the side of the Los Angeles Destroyers. The clear from Leverage is good, just making it through mid, but Big Bot turns this one back around into the hand of Technowubs. Now Technowubs up high to Matthew. Matthew crossing down low to Palace. And Palace walking this one backwards here. Gives it over to Big Bot. Big Bot to Palace. Palace to Matthew, who jukes their way around a defender and into the goal for 2 points.
Yeah, and we talked about it. Both of these teams coming in with kind of an offensive mindset. Right now, it's the offense of the Phoenix Vipers who's carrying the team. They've built it out to a 6-point lead. Really nice patient there, stringing together multiple passes until they get the look that they want and then putting it into the goal. So nice patience there to set that goal up. But also the midfield defense has been good enough for the Phoenix Vipers that they're limiting the Destroyers' offensive opportunities.
Ooh, they are. A mishandling from the disc, though, causes a turnover. Oh, that was a huge opportunity for them. But the shot off the post, the quick stacks for the side of the LA Destroyers, putting them back home, but overshooting the disc there. Leverage able to receive this one off a few bounces, clears it out all the way into the zone. They've got a player in the area. Oh, but the Dusty from Matthew. Matthew underneath some pressure from Leverage. The shot coming in, but off the shield. No way. Big Bot picks this one up and sinks it in the bottom pocket for 2.
Another 2 points, stretching the lead out to 8. We are almost halfway through this first quarter. We're still looking for the first goal for the LA Destroyers. Let's see what they can do here with the offensive joust to try and set something up and get a good shooting lane, because they just haven't created enough scoring opportunities yet to start getting points on the board.
Indeed, Kaznaz looking for a long heave all the way down. They've got numbers. Oh, but Zenith's pass slightly off the mark, able to be picked back up by Zenith himself, and the backboard shot is good for 2.
Really like the aggressive rollout there for the LA Destroyers after giving up the first 8 points of the match. They had to get points on the board. They took some risks. They pushed all 4 players forward. Rollout didn't go exactly how they wanted, but they had numbers in the bubble to be able to capitalize. So on subsequent shot, they're able to get the 2 points on the board. They have broken that ice, and they're back within 2 scores.
Back within 2 scores indeed, and that's a turnover there as the stacks come flying in for the side of the LA Destroyers, cleared out all the way into their bubble players in the area. It is Matthew picking this one up, looking for a clear of their own, but takes an ugly bounce there. It is still anyone's disc. Leverage getting a quick slap on it, but Palace gets in that lane and stops that one and sends a clear out of their own all the way into the bubble. Technowubs in the area for the easy 2.
Easy 2 indeed. We talked about it. Destroyers, they took risk on the previous joust advantage. They're pushing numbers forward because they're trying to create some offense here against this Viper defense. But when you take that risk, it's going to leave open goal opportunities. A player like Technowubs isn't going to miss an open goal. Now 4 points to be tied with Matthew for all leading scorers. 4 apiece for them. They've got 8 of the 10 points for the Phoenix Vipers.
And it is UG in the arena. I believe I just saw that is activated, and that is possibly another turnover here. The disc is still loose. Kaznaz picks this one up to maintain the possession for the LA Destroyers, but quickly Matthew takes that one back and clears it out through the tunnel. Now in the hands of Technowubs, looking at the open goal, but the shot does go wide. The second attempt here, and it is Big Bot who puts that one in off the clock for 2.
Yeah, Technowubs taking that long 3. It actually looked like it had a really good chance. That brings the defense back, trying to defend against that 3-pointer, but kind of overcommits them in a way. Techno doing a nice job there of following the shot and then looking for the pass after all the goalies came towards Techno. Finding the pass behind the goal, they get that in for another 2 points. They've stretched it out to a double-digit lead.
Leverage now with it, sends it down low to Zenith. Zenith looking at the open goal, but just off the post. Zenith able to recollect this one for the side of the LA Destroyers. Look for a quick back pass to Leverage. Leverage back to Zenith. Zenith looking up high for Isolate. He puts that one in for 2 points.
2 goals now for the LA Destroyers. First one took 14 seconds. This one took 19 seconds. I think there's something to be said for them pressing their offense. you don't want to be ridiculous about it and just take unnecessary risk and go 1v4 or something like that. But when they have scored, they have done so by pressing the disc forward quickly and not allowing the Phoenix Vipers to set up a defensive set that they're looking for. They have success there. Let's see if they continue with that kind of a strategy. Here we have a turnover. Let's look if they see let's see if they look to press the disc forward quickly.
And it was Isolate with the big stun, and Loveridge able to pick that one up. Kaznaz crossing the arena with a clear. They've got stacks ready to go, but so does the Phoenix Vipers, and they pick that one up and clear it out. However, Kaznaz in the area, able to turn this one back around, looks for a cross clear, just passes the hands of that defender, gets stuck there off of a few Geos. Big Bot scooping it over to Palace. Palace to Technowubs. No way! Technowubs able to get around Kaznaz, and now looking at an open goal, puts those 2 points on the board.
Where there is a Wubs, there is a way. Now leading all scorers with 6 points. Really nice play there, putting that one in from behind the goal. It's back to a 10-point lead, and that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here. We will be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Welcome back, everybody. We're still at a pretty nice game going here. Brutus, any numbers that are just hopping around right now for you?
Surprisingly even numbers. Time of possession is right there, relatively equal. Shots taken as well. There are 5 assists right now for the Phoenix Vipers versus 1 for the LA Destroyers, and that's reflective of the score. Phoenix Vipers have found a way to break through and create open goal opportunities. I think a lot of that has to do with the LA Destroyers reaching so hard to try and create some offense. Only 4 points in that first quarter. They're pushing numbers forward, but that's going to leave open goal opportunities. And so far, the Vipers are capitalizing on that. That's why they've stretched this lead out to 10.
Yeah, without a doubt. But if I know Loveridge just spent that whole minute talking to their team on how to combat this. First touch on the disc in the hands of Phoenix Vipers, but first possession going in favor. Oh no! Of the Los Angeles Destroyers, and Loveridge sinks a very needed 3.
Very needed. An 8-second goal. They have 3 goals, and I think the average scoring time is around 11 seconds right now. So when they are able to move forward quickly and press the attack, they are finding success. They've got to create turnovers and then look to transition quickly in offensive stacks. They capitalize there. That 3-pointer, huge for them to cut into this double-digit lead.
Huge indeed, and that was a quick turnover, but Palace working his way to put this one back in the hands of the Phoenix Vipers, but quickly turnover again here. It's Zenith with it. Zenith over to Isolate, who puts that one in for 2 points.
And there it is. Bring the pressure in the near side tunnel, create the turnover, and then within seconds of having that possession, they get the disc into the goal. So that strategy is working. Don't let the Vipers get set up on defense. Create a turnover and then quickly get onto the offensive set. That's working. They've brought it back within 2 scores now. Absolutely huge momentum swing for the LA Destroyers just when they needed it.
Huge momentum swing and a possible turnover, but LA Destroyers able to get a quick slap on that. Still no one with the disc, though. Big Bot in the area picks it up now on the wall. Has a 3v1, looks to go for it. Not very wise there, but does not work in their favor. They do get stunned out. Zenith able to pick this one up after a little scuffle for the disc. Gets around that defending stack there. Looks to send in a clear of their own. However, no one is in the area except for the Phoenix Vipers, and Palace walks away with this one underneath some pressure, looking for a clear out, but gets caught in the high trap. Players from both teams in the area, every stack getting stuck there, and it is now in the hands of Zenith. Zenith once more to Kaznaz, who slaps that one in for the 2.
They are back within one score. Really like what they're doing here in the second quarter. Kaznaz puts that one in, but all 4 players inside the bubble for the LA Destroyers. They are bringing the pressure when they have the disc. It's going to create open goal opportunities, but if you score, guess what? It doesn't matter if your goal is open because the points are going on your scoreboard. So they're taking some risk. It's paying off right now. Let's see how the Vipers adjust to that.
Oh, Kaznaz with a big pickpocket, but the shot just high. Kaznaz's second attempt a little wide there. It is Matthew picking this one up underneath the pressure from Kaznaz himself again, though. Kaznaz sending it up to Loveridge. Loveridge once more to Zenith. Zenith puts that one in for 2, and it is a 1-point game.
Oh, shook the floor with that duck. What a nice juke. Zenith putting that one in for 2 points. But again, you see 4 players very aggressively forward for the Destroyers. First shot doesn't go in. We'll take a second shot. Second shot doesn't go in. We'll create a pass. We'll get it. We'll get an assist. We'll put it in, bring it back within 1 point because we've got persistent, aggressive offense coming. Vipers now looking for an answer.
But the last pass off the mark, and that's another turnover opportunity here as Isolate has this one, looks for the clear out, gets it over into the hands of Kaznaz. Kaznaz looking for Zenith, but the disc is loose. Zenith is able to pick this one up. Oh, takes an ugly bounce off of Geo there and straight into the hands of Matthew, but Matthew doesn't see Zenith is in front of them. Loveridge sinks that one for 2 points.
And the early lead for the Phoenix Vipers has been erased, and then some. The LA Destroyers now leading this thing. We talked about with the 5-player roster, how they can adjust their strategies. They definitely adjusted their strategy here in the second quarter. They are coming out much more aggressively on the offensive end, and it is paying off as they now have the Vipers on their heels trying to come up with an answer.
And it is Loveridge causing a turnover here. The clear out is good. Both teams in the area. No way! Big numbers and 2 more points to take the lead for the first time. And it is Kaznaz who put that one in.
Yeah, building on that lead. They are now up by 3 points here with under 3.5 minutes to play as we come out of the tube. I honestly wish I had run a stopwatch for the average goal time for the LA Destroyers. When they are putting points on the board, they're doing it in a hurry. It's a turnover and it's a pass and a shot in under 15 seconds. But Matthew there with the long shot, that's a 7-second goal from 20 meters. They've now tied it back up off of that shot.
They did indeed. Matthew not happy with the lead from the side of the LA Destroyers, deciding to tie this one up here. But disc advantage in the hand of the LA Destroyers now with it is a quick slap over from the first stack to Loveridge. Loveridge looking to send this one out to Zenith. Zenith, ooh, I don't know what the intended target was, but that's a turnover as Matthew picks that one up and sends it all the way down into the bubble. Zenith in the area, able to get a quick slap, but did have a defender behind them. Matthew with it now, has 2 in the bubble. Ooh, big numbers, but stopped there by LA Destroyers. It is Zenith who gets the stun off and the clear, but Big Bot able to pick this one up after stacking with their teammate. Big Bot underneath some pressure, backs this one out all the way to Matthew.
Backs it out, but the midfield chain is there to provide pressure, forcing things out to Big Bot on the outside. So right now, the Vipers looking for an avenue of attack. They can't quite move things forward. Now they get inside the bubble. Bubble defense is there, though. Breaks up the pass.
Breaks up the pass, but Palace picks that one back up and puts it in the goal for 2 points.
Vipers back up by 2, still 2 minutes to go in the half. So far, the theme of the second quarter has been a great recovery by the LA Destroyers, who had a little bit of trouble finding their footing in the first, but have really capitalized here in the second. But the Vipers are going to now enjoy a 2-point lead as they had some success there off of that shot from Palace.
They did indeed, and it is Kaznaz with it, looking to bait this stack here. Kaznaz sending it up high to UG, who is activated in the arena. UG underneath some pressure from Palace, backs it out to Kaznaz. Kaznaz gets the pass off back to UG. UG now looking to drop down into this trap and give themselves some protection. Sends a pass over to Loveridge. Loveridge crossing down low to UG. UG backing it out to Kaznaz again. Fantastic disc movement coming in here from the LA Destroyers. Loveridge to no way. What a read, Big Bot. He clears that one out through the tunnel, taking some bounces. We've got stacks flying in from the side of the Vipers. It is Matthew with it, looking at the open goal and hits it.
Congrats, Big Bot. That is not going to get captured as a stat, but what a timely dive to make that interception. Leaves the goal, comes out, makes that interception, gets it cleared down, sets that goal up. What an excellent, excellent play.
What an excellent play indeed. And it is now Kaznaz with it. Leverage receives a quick pass over to Kaznaz now. Kaznaz looking up high for Yuji. Yuji in a 3v1 backs this one out very wisely. Sends pass over to Kaznaz. Kaznaz with a quick shot, but denied by Big Bot. Yuji going in for a second attempt, but does get stunned out by Palace. Palace gets the clear out, but not good enough to get through the mid of the arena. Takes some ugly bounces. Big Bot able to pick this one up, though, and keep it in the possession of the Phoenix Vipers. They've got stacks in the area. Another open goal. No way, Yuji! Yuji gets in that lane last second, and that is the end of our second quarter, going into halftime, 17-22 in favor of the Phoenix Vipers, and we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Nepa is going Web3 and will be issuing NFTs as a way to reward the community. Anyone who claims one of these NFTs will be eligible for future raffles and giveaways that we will be conducting throughout the year. They are free to claim, and all you have to do is fill out a claim form that can be found at www.nepavrpro.com/NFT. We got some fun stuff planned, so don't miss out. And you know who didn't miss out? T-Lud. And guess what, T-Lud? You won! Alright, you won a nice $50 gift card to the Nepa store. Get you a nice hat, get you a nice jersey, maybe get me a pair of shoes. I mean, so much possibilities at the Nepa store, and you won it, so congratulations on that one. But Brutus, this game is getting pretty good. Any numbers that are jumping out to you?
Yeah. Like, as even of team stats as you ever want to see, like 51-49, 52-48 splits. That's exactly why we have a 5-point match. That's why this has been so back and forth throughout the night. So when I look at it from a team effort standpoint, like both of these teams getting it done right now, scoring really, really even. Queen in particular across the LA Destroyer side. 5 for Leverage, 4 for Kaznaz, 4 for Zenith, 4 for Isolate. Like just a really nice even spread. Matthew popping off a little bit. Go ahead.
Isolate and Yuji are switching out periodically here. So Isolate not having full time in the arena, still having 4 points on the board with the rest of their team.
And I think that goes into what we talked about last week and what we led into this match with. That consistent 5-player roster for the LA Destroyers allows that to happen because they create mismatches and they create strategic opportunity that keeps a defense on their heels. And I think that's why they're able to achieve that. And it's really, really impressive. But they do find themselves down by 5 to a Phoenix Viper team that sees Matthew leading all scores with 10, but Techno Wubs has been super, super involved. 6 points, actually surprising. There might have been one there that came off of a goalie's head or a hand there because I felt like Techno was scoring even a little bit more than that. But they're putting points on the board. They've obviously got 5 more points for the half, but they're doing a really nice job. Palace holding things down on the defensive side and then feeding the disc forward. Right now, they're getting some transition goals that were created from them building a little bit of an early lead that forced the LA Destroyers to push forward to get points on the board. So they have a couple of empty netters here, but really it almost feels like a tie game from the way that it's playing out, because the Destroyers have been finding success, particularly in the second quarter, and were able to answer. They did have the lead at one point, so definitely anybody's match here going into the second half.
Yeah, it is. LA Destroyers, coming out from a 10-point deficit out of the first quarter, was able to actually take a lead in the second quarter a few times, but rolling into the second quarter, or rolling out of the second quarter, down by just a few. But definitely putting up a good fight. They are working hard to make sure that they get these points on the board, and they give a good fight here in the arena.
Yeah, really good fight. And again, two teams that are fully capable of putting points on the board. Started off a little bit slow for both of them as they look to kind of settle into their groove, but now both teams have gone on a little bit of a scoring run. It's just one more scoring run for the Vipers. That's what ended the half, and that's why we have this 5-point differential. But the Destroyers have brought this thing back to a tie game. They've actually held the lead by a point or two at any given time, so they're definitely showing that ability to score. Momentum coming here out of halftime into the third quarter is going to be really, really important. Drop.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I mean, this game has been very exciting. Yes, I would have to agree. But is there anything that these teams could change, maybe that could maybe change the outcome of this game, perhaps?
I mean, LA Destroyers are working hard to make the adjustments that they need to make. I don't think that there's anything either of these teams can change, quite honestly, Tropical. They are playing fantastic. It is just a matter of the LA Destroyers continuing to make these quick adjustments so that they can combat the Phoenix Vipers. And that is a nice turnaround as Kaznaz picks that one up and clears it out. Zenith looking for a long shot. Oh no, that is in, and we are back within 2.
What a perfect start to the second half for the LA Destroyers, getting those first 2 points. Again, Juicever, you're a statistician. What's their average goal time? That was 13 seconds. Like, it is unbelievable how quickly they go from possession to goal. They struggled early because they were playing a possession game and it wasn't putting points on the board. Since they have adjusted to really pushing forward and getting numbers when they can, their scoring percentage has gone up. It feels like exponentially.
It has indeed, and another opportunity here, but Stacks were ready for the side of the Phoenix Vipers. The pass over to Big Bot is good. Big Bot underneath some pressure there, but does get the clear off. Bouncing around north now towards the floor. Picked up by Matthew. Matthew crossing over to Big Bot. Big Bot looking to push Fringe a bubble. Passes over to Techno Wubs, who puts 2 points on the board.
2 points matching that early goal. They've stretched the lead back out to 4. Back and forth is kind of what we expected looking at these two teams coming in. That's exactly what we're getting. We've got a super close matchup here as we go just over 90 seconds here into the second half.
And it's Kaznaz with the disc now for the side of the LA Destroyers, looking for a little Hail Mary play, and it works in their favor as Loveridge sinks that one for the 2.
9 seconds.
9.
There's a theme here, Queen. There's a queen. I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but I mean, like, when they score, from the time they create possession, be it off of a joust or off of a turnover, it's like 15 seconds or less, almost all of their goals. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. Ooh, almost forcing a turnover there, but Phoenix Vipers with some great passing play. Matthew with it now. Matthew on the floor. Over to Big Bot. Big Bot, ooh, looking for Matthew one more time, but a little miscommunication puts the disc in the hands of Zenith, who gets the clear out. It is Big Bot picking this one up for the side of Phoenix Vipers, sends it over to Technowubs. Technowubs backing it out to Palace. Palace looking for the goal and hits the top pocket. What placement! 2 points for the Vipers.
So smooth. Like, yeah, just give me the disc on the post and yeah. Don't worry about it. Like, that was just so smooth.
It was so smooth indeed. Palace, a very calculated player, without a shadow of a doubt. But Kaznaz with it now, looking up high for Isolate. Isolate over to Leverage. Leverage looking to get around Palace as the defender. Oh, And the attempted back pass looked like it wasn't good, but Kaznaz able to play that one. However, the pass is no good. Palace now with the disc has 3 players in the area. It's a 3v1. Oh my, Lanta goalie gets pulled out there, leaving Matthew a very open lane for 2 points.
Another 2 points and 2 straight goals. They've stretched it back out to within to 6. They're still within 2 goals if the Destroyers can put threes together. So they are still very, very well within this, but they don't want to let this run continue. They want to get some points on the board here with a joust advantage to try and keep this as close as they can. Definitely want to be within striking distance here in the 4th. They've had a lot of success here in the second half. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They do indeed. Kaznaz with it now over to Isolate. Isolate back in this one out to Leverage. Leverage looking across for Isolate, but takes an ugly bounce now in the hands of Big Bot. Big Bot looking up high for Palace. Palace gets the clear out through the high mid of the arena, bouncing around in the bubble now. Stacks are coming in for the side of the Vipers, but the shot off the post. 2 shots off the post, very unlike the Vipers here, opting for the reset now. Very wise. Over to Palace. Palace on the floor now, underneath some pressure from the Stack. The Stack forces the pass, a little give and go to get the Stack disrupted, and it works. Big Bot sinks that one for 2 points.
2 points, an 8-point lead. I think I hear a timeout. I think that is very timely. The Destroyers had battled back, brought it within a 1-score game. They now have let the Vipers go on a little bit of a run. I think this is a great use of a timeout here, Queen, to try and stem the tide. They had something that was working, but now all of a sudden they're not creating the turnovers. And when you're playing that aggressive defense, but you're not getting the turnover, it's going to turn into points for the other team. They've run into a little bit of that, so let's see how they adjust here. How do they use this 5-player roster to their advantage?
Yeah, definitely likely making some adjustments, and at a good time. We just saw Phoenix Vipers do something very uncommon for them. It was 2 missed shots. They did have momentum in the game, but at the same time, those missed shots hurt the mentality. It always does. So definitely a very, very well-placed time out there. We do have Ice Chiller in chat asking about how many quarters we have. The question was answered. It is 4 indeed, 4 8-minute quarters. But we also have something a little unique here in Nepa. We do have a running scoreboard. So the scores do not reset between our quarters here. And we do have overtime, but it would only take place in the last quarter if it happens.
Jucifer, I feel like we need to read the rules more often. What do you think?
Oh my God, Brutus! Why you gotta poke the bear?
I'll take that note. Read rules more often. For Jucifer. Well, Jucifer is now having to do work in the chat and explain things. Yeah, like we'll read them more often. Maybe every quarter.
Well, every quarter?
I'm poking the bear.
All right, so another turnaround here. Zenith turns this one around in favor of the LA Destroyers, but Palace is able to get there first. Isolate now stunned out. Palace looking around, does not have too much pressure, so has time to send a cross pass over to Big Bot. Big Bot looking through the tunnel for a clear, but Zenith is ready for that one. Stacks up and gets that one sent out, but getting caught in a high trap, and Palace is there. However, the clear no good. Back in the hands of Isolate now. Isolate looking to send across clear. Stacks are in the area. Palace also in the area, though, with a fantastic leech, but gives it right back over to Isolate. Isolate to Zenith now. Zenith backing this one all the way back out to Isolate again here. Looking to draw out some defenders, create some numbers advantage. Isolate walking this one up, moving up towards the ceiling, has a player that is open across the ceiling, but waiting for this defender to bite. They don't, so they opt to move here. Zenith getting stunned out on the floor by Matthew, who picks this one up and turns it around. They've got Stacks ready to go, but they overshoot the disc, giving defense time to return home. Leverage with a quick slap. Zenith in the area gets another slap, but it's straight into the hands of Palace, who can casually receive that. Technowebs with it now, looking for the cross pass, just off the mark, but able to play it off the bounces. Big Bot looking for one more cut to Techno, who does a little twirly-whirly around the goal for a 2-point. 2-point what? Slam dunk. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wub's gonna get points. That's just the way it is. He finds the 2 points there. However you want to say it. Stretches us out to a 10-point lead, which is not how this match felt about 3 minutes ago, but that turnover quick goal that was working for the LA Destroyers has not been of late. They haven't been creating the turnovers, and when they have, it's been long possessions. There they go, though, with the recipe that works. A 14-second goal. Leverage putting that one back in. But we saw in that previous possession where the LA Destroyers used some reset passes. They tried to set up against the bubble defense. It was actually the bubble defense of the Vipers that won. That kind of quick attack is what's been successful for them. They've got 50 seconds left here in the third to try and create a turnover and get that quick goal. They need to find that success often here as they got a 8-point deficit to overcome with just over 8 minutes to play in the match.
Oh, and a little mishandling of the disc causes a turnover here and an opportunity, but the shot off the shield. Matthew picks this one up now, sends it clear out through the tube. Technowubs in the area gets stunned out with the disc. Leverage is nearby. Leverage picking this one up for the LA Destroyers. Has Big Bot in front of them. Finds the lane through the mid-high of the arena. Zenith with the headbutt. Oh, and almost the pickup, but Matthew taking that one back. However, Leverage able to recover this one momentarily. Technowubs gets the hand on it. And that, just kidding, that is the end of our third quarter. Palace sinks a 3 to bring them up by 11. We will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
The buzzer-beating dagger.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a pretty exciting game going on, of course. Brutus, I know you're my number wizard, my stats legend. Tell me how these stats are coming along right now.
They continue to be so even. Wow. Most of the team stats are so equally spread. Assists, 60-40. Almost everything else, 50-50. Like, the team effort is happening for both of these squads. It's just that the Vipers are getting some open goal opportunities that the Destroyers haven't enjoyed all night. The defense for the Vipers has been there, and every goal, it's been so hard to come by for the Destroyers because I don't remember a single open goal opportunity for the Destroyers in the match.
Me either, but here's a turnover, and they've got stacks in the area. This is an opportunity for them. Kaznaz up high to Isolate. Isolate getting stuffed there. It is Big Bot turning this one around. Technowubs on the back line. Interesting defensive play there, but Isolate picks this one up, clears it out through the tunnel all the way to the stack where Zenith is. Zenith has Leverage in the area. Leverage is open. Big Bot not too close just yet. Zenith hitting the break check and sends a back pass to Kaznaz. Kaznaz back up to Zenith. Zenith once more looking for Isolate, but it's no good. However, Leverage finishes the job there to bring it back within 9.
Back within 9. Absolutely the start to the fourth quarter that the Destroyers had to have. Great goal by Leverage there. They're back within 9 points. That's just a 3-score game. They had to have that to get some momentum here going into this fourth and final quarter.
They did indeed. Can they disrupt this rollout, though, is the question. They can't afford more points here coming in from the Phoenix Vipers. It is Technowubs with it now, looking for the back pass over to Palace. Palace dropping down to the floor. We've seen this many times from them up to Matthew. Matthew jukes around on the shoulder and puts that one in for 2 points.
2 points, and just like that, when the Destroyers were looking to build some momentum here in the fourth, Matthew with the answer puts that one in for 2 points off of the slam dunk. They've stretched it back out to 11. Destroyers are right back at the starting point of where they were 90 seconds ago, coming out with a joust advantage.
And with it is Kaznaz looking for a long pass to Isolate. Isolate looking for, their teammate who is stunned out. That was Leverage. A little disruption, though, here. Who's gonna grab it? It is Matthew after a few brawls in the arena. The clear out is good, just making its way out of the tunnel, but LA Destroyers in the area. A double stun coming in from Matthew gives space for Technowubs to pick that one up. Technowubs looking for a cross pass, but no good. Zenith with it now. Zenith looking for a clear of their own, but takes an ugly bounce off that bow tie there. Big Bot with it, has a stack in front of them. Technowubs once more to Palace, who puts that one in for 2 points.
2 more points, but it feels like even more of a pendulum swing. So much momentum here after the Destroyers got that first goal of the fourth quarter. Vipers are answering in kind. They've actually stretched the lead out here. They're leading by 13. Destroyers desperately looking to get something that will work again on offense. They had so much success there in the third quarter, or in the second quarter, excuse me. How can they recapitalize on that and find something that works again?
They are looking for it here now. Zenith, oh, the defense from the Phoenix Vipers is too much here. Their man coverage, oh my, big stop from Big Bot. Zenith with the second attempt puts it in for the 2.
Persistence pays off. Big Bot with a great stop there, but Zenith continues with the play, continues to bring the pressure, ends up getting that one on the board. They're back within 11. This is still a 4-score game with over 4 minutes to play. Destroyers now figuring out how they can create turnovers. They need more possessions in order to crawl back into this lead. And just like that, they get the steal that we're talking about. They're trying to get a hand on a disc before the defense can recover as Yuji's working it down into the bubble now. Bounce shot is not going to go, though, as we see it clear out by the Vipers.
By the Vipers indeed, but it is Technowubs who picks that one up. Big Bot in the area with an open goal, and that's 2 points over the Phoenix Vipers.
Yeah, what a swing there. Looked like a great offensive opportunity for the Destroyers. They can't get anything to sink, though. Big Bot playing a great game in the goal, gets a stop there. Essentially a 4-point swing, which is absolutely crucial at this point of the match.
It is indeed. Kaznaz with the disc now sends a long pass over to the stack. Oh, the shot just off the ring. Matthew picking this one up, looking for a clear. Oh, but it takes an ugly bounce, an opportunity here, but Matthew able to recover it himself. Sends the clear out. Big Bot in the area. The shot is no good. Takes an ugly bounce off the cone there. Recollected by Kaznaz. Kaznaz looking for leverage. Looking to buy some time to let their players set up down the other end of the arena. The pass to Kaznaz just off the mark, and Kaznaz gets stunned out. This is another turnover. Oh my Lanta, and the disc is loose. Takes some wonky bounces there, but Kaznaz reads the attempted pass over to Technowubs. Palace able to pick this one up off the attempted clear. Big Bot, no way! The stop from Kaznaz shuts down those points for the Phoenix Vipers, but Palace turning this one right back around, and Technowubs slam dunks that one in for 2.
Slams it in, but you really feel like the Destroyers are on their heels right now. They're getting steals, they're looking for clears, but the clears aren't clean, or they're looking for passes and it's getting stolen. This lead gets stretched out to 15. The Destroyers right now just trying to find some composure and get back into that offense that was working so well in the second quarter. They haven't been able to reclaim. They get a long shot there. It's going to go off a shield.
Go off shield indeed, and stuck in the high trap. Palace hits that for the open 3.
Yeah, and at this point in the match, you've got 2 minutes to play. You know that the Destroyers are going to push forward. That's going to create open goal opportunities. A player to Palace's caliber is not going to miss that shot. They've stretched it all the way out to an 18-point lead here. We're under 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go indeed. Kaznaz with it now, looking across on the near side to Zenith. Zenith looking at the open goal, and there is a 3. They needed that, desperately needed that. They need to build on that momentum right here.
They are so flirting with the point of no return. It almost has to be immediate steal three-pointer to remain in this thing, but that's a huge goal there. That's a great answer to the goal that they just gave up, but they're going to have to take a lot of risk here, push players forward, which means more open goal opportunities for the Vipers.
Oh, and they can do it here. Leverage setting in a long 3. No way!
Let's go. 6 unanswered now for the Destroyers. They're back within 12. We've got a minute to play, flirting with that point of no return. But let's see if they can challenge this joust and get another 3-pointer to work their way back in this thing.
With the disc now is Palace. Palace looking across for Matthew. Matthew juking around that stack there. Stack still applying that pressure. Pass is just off the mark. This could be another turnover here. It is, as UG picks this one up, sends a clear or a pass over to Loveridge. Loveridge up high to Zenith. Zenith looking for the reset to Loveridge. Very interesting here. Only 30 seconds on the clock. The shot is denied by Palace. Loveridge was searching for that 3 there. Very wise move, but the clear out is good. We've got stacks in the area for both teams. Everyone overshooting that one, but Palace picking it up. No way! Palace puts that one in underneath a ton of pressure, but able to get the disc back and get 2 points on the board.
2 more points on the board. That is going to round out our match. Take us to a Phoenix Viper victory with a 14-point walk-away win here with that final shot to end it.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic game. We saw LA Destroyers struggle a little bit there to respond to the Phoenix Vipers, especially in that third quarter. It felt like third quarter it ran away from them a little bit. And fourth, they definitely found those points in the end, but it wasn't enough to bring them back. There was not enough time on the clock there, Brutus.
Yeah, there just wasn't enough to go around. Really had a great effort. This match felt a lot closer through most of it, particularly with the offensive run that we saw in the third quarter out of the LA Destroyers. You really felt like momentum could swing that way in a hurry. But at the end of the day, there was just too much LA Destroyer offense for the Destroyers defense to deal with, and the Vipers are going to end up walking away with the win.
They are indeed.
So, guys, do you have any favorites for the player of the game? I know there was a couple players out there that were pretty good today, but who was your favorite?
Favorite? I mean, they're all my favorites. I love them all. They're all great players. If I've got to pick a Holtzhauer Auto and Motorsports player of the match, I did some quick, comparisons of the stats. And I can roughly say that Loveridge and Matthew kind of canceled each other out. Can roughly say that Zenith and Techno kind of averaged each other out. So I got one player who sticks out statistically after I subtract those 4, and it's Palace, who not only tied all leading scores with 14, but also had 7 assists and 4 saves. That's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
When you cross out the other lines of what Palace was able to accomplish, I'm going to go with Palace for my stunt man.
I couldn't agree more. We don't even have to fight on this. Palace, 14 points, 7 assists, 2 steals, and I'm reading the wrong stat line almost. Just 1 steal, 4 saves. Got a little mixed up there. I apologize. But 4 saves, 14 points, 7 assists. Incredibly impressive all over the arena. Not even just in one area. It doesn't always boil down to points. Points are great. They help you win. But at the same time, if you can help assist in stopping the other team score points, you also get huge advantages. So it's not always the person just leading in points, although Palace is doing a pretty good job at that here as well. So congratulations over to Palace. You are our player of the match, brought to you by Holtzhauer Auto and Motorsports. And a big congratulations over to the Phoenix Vipers for taking home another win tonight. And also to T-Lud. T-Lud, big congratulations for winning your $50 gift card to the Nepa merch store.
I really hope you can buy me a t-shirt. That would be really cool if you could buy me a t-shirt. Just saying, reach out to me. Give me a call. But with that has been our Super Saturday today, guys. It's been fun. We had a really great time. Brutus, Queen, myself, Tropical Dude, we were here to help you. make you feel better today for this Saturday, this Super Saturday. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
See ya.
Seconds. This one is loose in the Destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to clear it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That's the finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last second, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.